And any question before we will start? Any question before we will start grade 9? So we will start with lesson direct variation. A direct variation is a special type of linear relationship, and it can be written in the form from y equal kx. And k is a non-zero constant called the constant of variation. You can identify the direct variation from equations or from order pair. So sometimes we have an equation and we have a table and we have a graph, and we have to know what is the direct variation. And we said that direct variation, it is a special case from a linear relationship. With a linear relationship, the constant for, sorry, the exponent for the variable, it should be what? The exponent for the variable for any linear relationship. So the exponent, it should be what? Power 1.
one.
Yes.
Power 1.
Yes, it should be power 1. If it's a quadratic, so we will find that it's power 2. If it's a cubic, so it will be power 3, and so on. But the direct variation, as I said, it is a special case from the linear relationship. How we will decide that this relation, it will represent direct or not? Then we have an equation 2x equal 4, 2x plus 4y equal 0 is a direct variation. If so, identify the constant of variation. So as I said, to know that this one represent a direct variation or not, we have to follow the formula. What is the formula which we have to search about? It should be written in the form y equal kx. Okay, so it should be y equal kx. And what's k donated for, grade 9?
Up.
What's k donated for?
Slot.
No, el k here in this question donated for, el k is a constant value. So the k is a constant value, which means if I'm going to give you the equation like this, 2x plus 4y equals 0, this is the direct. From where you know that this is a direct? If you look at the right side equals 0, which means we don't have y-intercept, which means if you will try to represent this one graphically, it will pass through the origin point. Then we don't have y-intercept. I'm going to rewrite the equation. So we have to keep 4y in one side, and we will transfer negative 2x, or 2x, it will be negative 2x in the opposite side. Or by another way, let me explain it to you here. If you have 2x plus 4y equal 0. 2x plus 4y equals 0. And I want to rewrite this one to follow the direct variation. So as I said, we can add additive inverse for 2x in both sides. What is the additive inverse of 2x, grade 9? What is the additive inverse of 2x?
-2.
Negative 2x. So we are going to add negative 2x to the left side and also to the right side. So this one equal negative 2x. Then the answer, we will cancel 2x with 2x from your left side. So you have 4y equal negative 2x. We will move down. What we have to do, I'm going to keep only y in one side. So what we have to do?
Divide by 4.
Yes, so we are going to divide by 4 for both two sides. We will divide it by 4 for both two sides. So I wrote it only to study from it here for both two sides. Then the answer it will be what? Then y equal how many? Huh? Negative 2 over 4. So the answer it will be
Negative half.
Negative half.
negative half, yes, x. So in this case, we have y equal negative half x, which means both two, we wrote it to follow the general form. And what is the value of the constant now? The value of the constant of variation, huh?
Negative half.
Negative half. So because the equation can be written in the form of y equal kx is a direct variation. If we can't write it in the constant as in the form of equation, that this one it will be a direct variation. So this is how we can prove. If I will ask you now, what is the constant variation in this question?
Negative half.
The constant variation in this one, it will be equal negative half. Okay, so this is the first type. If we want to work with the variation to decide if this one is a direct variation or not, so we have to rewrite the equation. If we can write the equation in the form of y equal kx, so this one represent a direct variation. If we can't, so it will be, it's not a direct variation. Any question before we will move to the second case? Understood? Okay. Let me write for you a question and you will tell me if this one is a direct variation or not. 3x minus 4y equal 12. If this equation now is direct variation or not, we said you can hear me?
Yes, Miss Harp.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Yes, honey. Okay. So we said that if you want to know that this one is a direct variation or not, so we have to check that you can rewrite the equation or not. So I will give you a question and you will tell me that this one, it will be a direct variation or not. The question is, 3x minus 4y equal 12. This one, it will be a direct variation or not? This one, it will be a direct variation or not?
Not.
Not. Anyone else want to answer? 3x minus 4y equal 12. How you will know that this one, it will be a direct variation or not? We can say that I'm going to rearrange the equation. How we would rearrange the equation, it will be negative 4y equal, we will transfer 3 to the opposite side, so it will be negative 3x plus 12. Then we will divide it all by negative 4. So it will be y equal 3 over 4, because negative divided, that this one represent a direct variation or not. Laura understood the first part here, Laura?
Yes, hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Then how we can say that this one written in the direct variation form here, Laura?
Hello. Hello.
Hello? You can hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Understood the
Miss?
first part here, Laura?
Miss, yes, but can you give one last example?
Okay. If I'm going to give you a question like this, 5x plus 20y equal 0. If this one, it will be direct variation or not? This one, it will be direct variation or not? What we have to do?
rearrange.
Rearrange. Yes. What is the general form to rearrange? The general form
Y
that you are
equal
looking
K.
for,
Y
y
equals
equal
KX.
kx, right? So this is the general form which we are looking for. So we will back to the equation now, and we are going to rearrange. How? It will be, we have to keep what? We have to keep what? We have to keep 20
Y.
y, right? And then equal, we will transfer 5x, so it will be negative 5x, and then we will divide it both sides by how many, grade 9?
4.
No,
20.
4?
20.
Divide by 4?
20y
Ah, okay, okay, yes.
5x.
Hmm.
Then we have to divide by how many? Both sides
20?
by 20.
20.
So y equal negative 5 divided by 20. It will be negative 1 over
4.
4. Yes, x. And I can't say plus 0 for sure. You are on grade 9. Now, is this form now written or to follow the general formula or not? Y equal negative quarter x, and the general form was y equal kx. Is this one now follow the general formula or not?
Yes?
Yes, okay. And what is the constant of variation? What?
-1.
Yes. So the constant of variation now is negative 1 over 4, which means if you are looking for the value of k, which it will be constant, it will be negative 1 over 4. Okay, understood?
Yes, thank
Okay.
you.
The second part, which we want to talk about it today, in case if we have a table and we want to decide if this table represent a direct variation or not. Then we said y equal kx, right? But we want to find the constant, which is k. So the value of k, if you want to calculate it, should be y over x. So every time, in case if you have a table and you want to decide if this one represent a direct variation or not, so we have to divide y over x. Then for the first one, 1 divided by 2, it will be half. For the second, 2 divided by 4, it will be how many, grade 9?
Uh,
Half. 3 divided by 6, it will be how many? Half. What do you notice? What do you
They
notice?
are the same. They
Yes,
are direct variation.
they are the same. Every time we can find the same value of the variable. For this reason, we said that this one will represent a direct variation. And vice versa. If you can't find a constant value, so this one, it will not be a direct variation. Understood? Let's check together some questions. Tell whether each equation or a relationship is a direct variation. If so, identify the constant variation. Be ready and please press the hand in your keyboard and tell me who want to answer. Who will be ready to answer? Huh? Who else? Only two want to answer? I have only Hanahani and Ahmed Uta, Bomika. Who else want to answer? Huh? Who else? Hanahani, Ahmed Uta, and Bomika. Only 3. Okay, Abomika, go on.
Mustahil.
Yes.
Number one is not constant.
Okay, so we have Ritaj and Hana Yasser and Adham raising their hands. Alhamdulillah. Hmm. So the first one, yes, it will be direct variation or not. The first one, it will be
Not.
direct variation or not. Huh? Direct or not?
It's not direction.
It's not direct. Yes, it's not direct. Why?
Mustahil.
Hmm. Yes,
Because it has a y-intercept.
because it has y-intercept. And to say that this one is a direct variation, so the y-intercept should be equal 0, right? Okay, what about question number 2? Hmm. Ritaj, you can answer the question, please?
Yes, number 2, it is a direct variation because the y-intercept is equal 0.
Thank you. So the number 2, it will be a direct variation because the y-intercept equals 0. Thank you. You can tell me what is the constant value? What is the value of k? How we can find the value of k, yeah, Ritesh?
We will make 4, negative 4,
Mm-hmm.
and under 0 we will make negative 4 also.
No.
And
If you
we will
want
make
to
a
like
negative, we make a
Ritesh.
negative 3y.
Yes?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, yes,
We will
please.
make
And I'm
negative
going to write
3y,
negative 3y. Yes.
negative 3y,
Uh,
equal negative 4x.
negative.
So we'll make negative 3 divided by negative 4.
Thank you. Then the value of y equal, it will be 4 over 3, right? X. So
Yes.
this one now, it's direct
Maybe
variation. And what is the value of k?
4 over 3.
4 over 3. Thank you so much. So the value of k equal 4 over 3. Thank you. Let's move to the next question. Question number 3. Huh? Who want to answer? Let me check. Okay. Uh, Noor. Noor, you can answer the question, you Noor?
Yes.
Okay. Go on, honey.
It's
Question.
direct variation.
It's direct variation. From where you know that this one is a direct variation?
It doesn't have a y-intercept.
It doesn't have any y-intercept. Thank you. How we can calculate the value of k? How we can calculate the value of k? Hmm. Tell me, Noor.
Miss, I don't know, because it's two values. I don't know.
Okay, listen to me, Noor. To know that if it's a direct variation or not, you are going to check if you have y-intercept or not, right? But to know what is the value of y-intercept, you have to follow a general formula. The general formula, which is what? Y equal what?
Y equal kx.
Okay, y equal kx, right? And for this reason, we have negative 8y equal 24. So we have to, the equation was negative 8y equal 24x. You told me that this one is a direct variation, but you don't know how you can find the constant. So we can say that y equal 24 over negative 8x. Okay, which means you will divide it both sides by the variable before y. Okay, then y equal negative 3x. So what is the value of k now? The value of k?
Negative 3x.
Yes.
Isn't the value of k negative 1 over 3x?
Again, please.
We have to خلاص.
Mm.
I thought that 24 is the y, so
No, and we have negative 8y equal 24x. So we have to divide by the coefficient before y. So the coefficient before y is -8,
Negative
which
8.
means we will divide both sides by -8. It will be 24 divided by -8 equal -3. To the
Negative 3.
constant value, it will be equal -3. So this was the first part, when we can decide if this one will be a direct variation or not by using equation or from a table. Any question till this part?
No.
Sometimes we have another type of questions with a direct variation. The value of y varies directly with x. So we have two variables, which is y and x. And those two variables increasing together or decreasing together. Did you remember when we talk about direct variation? We have two variables increasing together or decreasing together. Then we have y equal 8 when x equal 24. Find y when x equal 27. Is there anyone have any idea how we can solve this question? How we can solve this question? How we will find the value of y when you have the value of x? First, tell me the equation, the general form was what? Y equal what? Y equal what? The general form.
Kx.
Kx. Yes. Y equal Kx. And how we can find the value of K? If I want to keep or to solve for K, it will be what?
Y over X.
Y over X, exactly. So we will use here in this question to calculate the value of K, we are going to use the first Y and the first X. What was the first Y in this question? It was the first y in this question. Back to the question, he said the value of y varies directly with x and y equal 8. So the first y which we found it in this question was
8.
8, right? And the first x was
24.
24. Okay, then it will be how many? It will be 1
1
over
over 3.
3, which means the
3.
value of k equal 1 over 3. If there anyone can tell me now the formula, it will be what? The equation, y equal what?
Y equal 1 over 3.
1 over 3x.
Yes, so it will be y equal 1 over 3x. So the first step, we have to write the equation. We will find the value of k first. So the value of k equal y over x. The value of k, it will be y over x, which is 8 divided by 24. So we have 1 over 3. Now, y equal 1 over 3x. Second, he said, find the value of y when x equal 27. So what we have to do? Find the value of y when
Replace
x
x.
equal 27. So it will be,
Replace x by 27.
yes, we will replace the value of x by 27. So the answer it will be how many? So the answer it will be how many?
9.
So the answer
9.
will be equal 9. Yes, the value of y equal 9. So again, he said to find the value, he said at the beginning that the value of y varies directly as x. Then y equal kx and k equal y over x. So the first step, we have to find the value of k, which is the constant value. So we will use the first y in the question and the first x in the question. So it's 8 over 24. In simplest form, it will be 1 over 3. Second, we will replace the value of x to the value of k in the general form. So it will be y equal third x. Now we will replace the value of x by using 27, which is next or second x in this question. Then y equal third times 27 equal 9. We have another method to solve this question in case if you have different x and y. I can say this rule. We can use this rule. X1 x1 over x2. He said y equal, sorry, y varies with x, so we will start with y, which means it will be y1 over y2 equal x1 over x2. Okay, then y1 over y2 equal x1 over x2. Then we will start to replace. So this is the second method. The first method, we form the equation already, and then we start to replace the value of x and the value of y. We have another method, which is y1 over y2 equal x1 over x2. So where is the first y? Who can tell me the first y was equal how many?
8.
8. Over the second y, we don't know, right?
Yes.
Don't know the second one. What is the first x?
24.
24. And what is the second x2? The x2 equal how many?
27.
27. Yes. So how we can solve the question now? It will be cross multiplication, or we can say y equal 27 times
Times 8
8 divided by how
over
many?
20,
Divided by
24.
Exactly. So we can cancel 8 with 24, then divided by 8 equal 1, divided by 8 equal 3, and then 27 divided by 3 equal how many? Equal 9. Okay, so you have two different ways to solve the question. It's up to you to find the equation first and then replace the value of x like the first method which we use it. The second, we can use this rule, and this rule, it will come in case we have y varies directly with x. So y varies directly with x, which means y1 over y2 equal x1 over x2, and then we will start to replace. Any question till this point? Any questions so far, grade 9?
No.
Okay, let's move to the next part. We have another type of questions in case we have a graph. Okay, so the graph, we are going to use the information to find the value of k, and then we will form the equation. In this one, if there anyone can give me any order pair to form the equation? We are looking for order pair to form the equation. The first order pair is
5 over 2 over
2
5.
over 5.
2 over? No, it's not exactly.
5.
It's not exactly.
3 over 8.
3
3
over
over 8.
3 over 8. Yes. So we have 3 over 8, and we have, so it will be y over x, right? Y over x. Then y over x, it will be 8 over 3. So we can write the equation. It will be y equal 8 over 3x. Understood this part? So in case if you have a graph, first, how we will decide that this one represent a direct variation? It will pass through the origin point. So once you have a graph and you want to decide that this one, it will be a direct variation, so it will pass through the origin point. Second, if you want to form the equation, find the slope. You can use directly y over x, or you can use or pick up 2 points and calculate the slope by using the rule y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So in our lesson today, we talked about a direct variation. And we said, what the meaning of direct variation, grade 9? What the meaning of direct variation? It is a special case from what?
From a linear relationship.
Yes, it is a special case from linear relationship. What is the what is the general form for the direct variation?
Y equal kx.
Equals
Y
kx.
equal kx. And what is the value of k?
Constant variation.
Constant
Constant
value.
of variation. Yes. And in case if you have y-intercept to the equation, it will be a direct or not direct. In case if you have a y-intercept, يعني like 2x
Not direct.
plus 3y equal 18, it will be
Not direct.
not direct. Is there any rule we can use it with the direct variation? If I would say that y varies with x, is there any specific rule we can use it to find a missing variable? Like question number 7 in front of you now. The value of y, the value of y varies directly with x, and y equal 8 when x equal 2. Find y when x equal 10. Is there any rule we can use it here?
Yes.
Yes, which rule?
Y1 over Y2
Yes, very good. Y1 over Y2
x1
equal X1 over
equal
X2.
x1 over x2.
And then we will replace. Look at question number 9. The cost of electricity to run a personal computer is about $2.13 per day. Write a direct variation equation for the electrical cost y of running a computer each day x. How we can write the equation here in this one? How we can write it? He gave us the value of k here, 2.13
Y
per day. So y equal
2.13 over 2.13x.
Thank you so much. So it will be y equal 2.13x. If I want to represent it graphically, so we are going to replace the value of x one time by 1